What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I am your average Redditor, and today we're going to be looking at r/EntitledParents. Before we get into the stories, subscribe with notifications on for daily Reddit content, and chat to me right now on my Discord server. Right, let's get into these crazy posts. Child buys something he shouldn't buy, mother tries to blackmail to get money back. With 10 years of working in some way or another, working in customer service or sales, I have quite a few EP stories, though most I came to accept as just the daily arse. My last EP story was written because I thought it was a story you would like to read. I discovered that I quite like writing down the EP experience as therapy, so here goes another one. Do keep in mind that I am not a native English speaker, and my stories might include some Bon Apple Tea moments. Some background first. I run a small single-person company that makes custom leather accessories and such to niche groups. Part of my wares are leather collars, both for animals and, well, people. When I started, I reached out to a legal advisor to talk about company policies, especially children under the age of 18 years old. They are a special case, and my product could be seen as something adult. After about half an hour of going back and forth about the implications, I made up my mind: no sales to under 18. All my products will be sold with an ID check and adult signature required. Important. Every product says no sales under 18. It flashed up just before my card and payment is done with credit card, PayPal, or Ideal, which is the Dutch bank system. Most people who want to buy are under 18 who are between 16 and 18, and it's not a problem in the Netherlands for them to be interested in such products. Different laws, different social norms. So with the parents' agreement, I allow the sale. It's their responsibility now. And most are understanding when I explain why. Some just come back a year or so later. But here we start. I got an order one day with some broken English description. Even when I'm Dutch, my store is in English due to my customer base. I could have known it was someone under the age of 18, but at the same time, there are enough people who are just not good at English. The product was customized, and thus the Dutch 14-day return period was no longer valid. However, it was not personalized, and I felt like I could still sell it when the parents complained to me on the phone a day later. They were appalled that their child got such a package. At first, I was confused about the complaint and asked them what was going on. They were home while their child was at school, and well, when your child receives an ID checked, adult signature required package, yes, I can understand that that would raise some alarm flags. They opened the package and saw the €200 custom collar. Wow, that is expensive. Yes, I can understand the problem. They were upset on the phone, but not beyond the point that I could deem unacceptable. Thus, I tried to calm them best as possible. They wanted to send it back and have the money refunded. I told them I understand, but since it's a custom product, I needed to have some talk with my companion, or my legal advisor, and I had an appointment. I asked for their email so I could mail them back. The following day, I had a short call with my legal advisor to talk it over, and he said that I had no legal obligation to take it back for a full refund, and everything was down to my willingness to help them out. To understand why I had no obligation, their child had committed a criminal offence. The incorrect translation would be fraud. In Dutch, it's valsheid en geschrifte, saying that you are X when in fact you are Y on a legal agreement, i.e. a sale. So I emailed the parents that they could send it back, and I refunded half of the money, around €100, to cover shipping and my hours. This moment is where everything started. I received another phone call from the parents talking louder than normal. They were getting angry at my arrangement. I explained the situation and that this was the best I could do. The volume was getting higher and I had to lower the sound of my mobile phone. I was doing something illegal and they would call the cops for selling sex toys to minors. I explained that what I sold is not a sex toy, that people wear it as part of a subculture and for a lot of reasons. But I don't like to be threatened and harmed to such threats. A reminder from an earlier parking lot incident with an EP. My parents, who are in the same shop, saw my face turn annoyed and walked towards me to help out if needed. I stated again that this was the best I could do and that I was not legally obliged to give them any deal at all. I am connected to a job union for self-employed that stand by my side in these situations. This did not settle down. However, they lawyered up and threatened to sue. From what my parents told me, I answered in the coldest, annoyed voice: "Mom, I am in no obligation to give you any money back. Your child has committed fraud, and due to your child's age, you as a parent bear the responsibility. If you look on my site, you see I have clear warning signs when ordering. I do sympathise with your situation, but this is the line." A silence ensued like a belt was flying off the engine in the parents' brain, and they tried one last time, saying, "We are rich, we will get you shut down and we will make sure everyone knows that you sell to children and that you are a paedophile. Give us our money back now, plus an extra €100 for the emotional damage you caused us." Yikes, blackmail. Well, I had a nice little app on my phone that records every business call. So I told them the phone call was recorded and the deal was off the table. After I emailed my legal advisor and together we reported the incident as blackmail to the police. They never did anything serious with it as it was mostly anger of the moment, but if they made any move against me, I had the police to back me up at least. For a few months, I did live in fear of them putting something on me, and thinking back to it, I still get shivers down my spine. It did not get resolved, and frankly, I rather just wanted to give them back the €200 instead of this BS, just to be done with it. I got a bad aftertaste, but it did not push me away from doing business. I took some extra precaution and headed back into the field, a fright and sweaty palm experience later. I hope the kid did not get into too much trouble though. While it was not completely legal what he did, they make mistakes, and it was mostly the parents who escalated it all. I do wonder though where a child of that age just gets €200 laying around for a leather collar. Jobs for 15 to 18-year-olds are not well paid, and most spend their money on games and scooter parts. This just shows that people go absolutely crazy when there's any money involved. Oh, OP has actually linked a picture of the collar. Let's have a look. Wow, that's actually really quite nice. I did not expect it to be like that at all. Okay, now I understand why it's quite expensive. EP wants her kids to stand closest to the stage, so she wants me to move. In my city, they held a yearly vocal contest every spring. As a child who had dreams of becoming a singer, I wanted very badly to compete, but life just wasn't going to work out that way. I happened to be at the mall where they were holding the competition, so I begged my mother to let me go watch it. I was somewhat close to 10 years old, after all. She said yes. So I get there, and there aren't that many people around the stage, so I get to stand up front. A little while later, after the best spots are taken, this EM shows up with two kids, one little older, one a little younger. EM: you need to move so that my kids can stand there? You're not my mother, I don't have to do what you say. I'm an adult, so you have to do what I say. Is there a reason why I need to move? Just because I said so. Youth should respect adults. Well, I'm not moving. My mum taught me to stand up for myself, and you're just being mean. I was bullied majorly in elementary school, so I had already been quite coached up on this kind of thing, but until that point I'd never had an adult act this way towards me. She waited around for a few minutes, trying to get me to move with her death stare, but I wasn't budging. Eventually, she moved to another area, grumbling loudly about outrageously bad children being allowed to roam free in the mall, which is ridiculous, especially given that I was the goodiest two shoes of all, and often acted as Mama Junior since I was the oldest child of 3. I enjoyed watching the singers until I had my fill, then tracked down my mum. When I told her what happened, she praised me for my response and told me that adults can absolutely be bullies too. Good to know, as I was about to experience this firsthand in junior high and high school. Well, power to this person. It's always good when you see someone standing up to an entitled mum like this one. Anyway, that brings us to the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed r/entitled parents. If you did, like and subscribe for more daily content.